Alright, if you're a new or casual player playing Mario Kart and you don't know the best routes for every track yet and you can't find everything online, well, that's where time trials comes in. The freaks in time trials who hold world records and fast times already know the most optimal routes to take on every track. That's why time trials are important and why they'll just make you a better player all around. So I'm just going to explain why time trials is one of the best tools in the game that someone can use to better themselves. The big reason why you should take advantage of time trials in Mario Kart World is because you have access to the best players and world record holders' own race footage, and you can access this footage whenever you want as long as you want. If you're thinking, why is this a big deal, or why would it make me better at Mario Kart? Well, number one is shortcuts. If you don't know, or if you want to know where every shortcut or multiple shortcuts are on a specific track or every track in the game, then just watch time trials. The top ranked time trial players have already found pretty much every shortcut in the game that was intended by the developers. Now those top players are already working on finding unintended shortcuts in the game by using the game's physics and exploiting them to find even faster shortcuts that the developer never thought possible. If you don't want to, you don't even have to go onto the internet or YouTube to discover these shortcuts. It's already there in the palm of your hands. It's the fastest access you can have to finding these shortcuts. The second reason why you should take advantage of time trials is route knowledge. When watching the best time trials, you can get to see and observe what the best routes are to take on every track. This is very useful because in Mario Kart World specifically, there are so many route options nearly on every track in the game. So if you're struggling to figure out what route is the best to take for the tracks that have multiple routes, then just go into time trials and watch what the best route really is. Reason number 3 is optimal race lines. If you want to improve or just know how to take the best lines around every corner on every track, once again, watch time trials. This can help you learn many things. 1. Where you should be positioned before and when going into a corner. 2. At what point should you start your drift? And 3. When is the best time to let go of your drift boost? Learning and implementing this back into your own game will improve your ability on the track immensely. And reason number 4. Practice with ghosts. After you have observed the ghost and taken in the best way of how to complete the track that you're working on, you can jump into the time trial with the ghost. If you want to do the trial without the ghost there is a setting that you can use to turn off the ghost if you find it too distracting. I personally like having the ghost active because it gives a sense of you're keeping up and it acts as a guide around the track, which I personally like. Technically, you don't really need a guide if you've already looked at the ghost and you've observed everything that he's done on the track. So I guess it really is just personal preference. It's really just up to you. So if you want to improve at Mario Kart World and just absolutely dish out some violations online, I would highly recommend looking and getting into time trials. It's the best place for practicing, perfecting every track, and it has the best possible track footage from elite players that you can use, copy, and learn from at will. This is why I think time trials are very important and the most useful tool in the game that players can use right now. All you have to do is click on the mode and just watch. If you enjoyed this video or if you learned something, feel free to leave a like. It really helps out the channel, especially when trying to get past the boss man's algorithm. And if you want to keep up with more Mario Kart World content on my channel, feel free to subscribe. I will be making some online race videos revolved around grinding to the max VR, so if you're interested in that stuff, come through. Other than that, I'll see y'all later.